Okay. Who would like to? Mataji, can you read again? Just now you chanted. You read again. 10.
And Prabhu.
Okay.
Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jana Jana Salakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I was born in the darkest ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Mantra prayer to A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadhe Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine. I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna, having taken shelter at his lotus feet. Our respectful obeisances are unto you, O spiritual master, servant of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami. You are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya Deva and delivering the Western countries, which are filled with impersonalism and voidism.
Thank you. Here you see Paschatya. Okay.
Paschatya.
Yes. Huh?
Panchatattva mantra. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakti Vrida. I offer my obeisances to Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasa and all others in the line of devotion. Maha Mantra. Maha means great. Chant for deliverance. Of all mantras in the Vedas, one is called the Maha Mantra or Great Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The words Hare pronounced Hare, Krishna pronounced Krishna, and Rama rhymes with drama are Sanskrit words. Hare is an address to God's energy known as Radha, and Krishna is the name of God, meaning he who is attractive to everyone. Rama means one who gives pleasure and enjoys life. When chanted, the Maha Mantra is a petition to God. O Krishna, O energy of Krishna, please engage me in your service. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Okay, can see this?
Yes, Prabhu, can see.
Can see Gita Gyan?
Yes.
Okay. So who would like to volunteer for this?
Kajani here, can I volunteer?
Yes, you are volunteer. I will be very happy. Please carry on.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Gita Gyan. Devaki Nandana. Louder. Devaki Nandana Krishno Gita Patena Tushyati Yadana Vedayar Danena Yajna Tirtha Vrata Dibi. The son of Devaki, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna cannot be satisfied by anyone's study of the Vedas, charity, sacrifice, pilgrimage, or vows, as much as he is satisfied by the devotional recitation of the Gita. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. So here we understand that recitation of Gita is on a very high level. So we We chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. These are the lordships. Shri Jagannath on the right, Baladev on the left, and Subhadra in the center. Subhadra is the sister of Krishna and Balaram. So we ask and pray for the respect. Before that, we take the blessings of Jagannath Baladev, and also we take the blessings of Srila Prabhupada that we can understand the Bhagavad Gita very nicely and practice it in our life. Who would like to read this?
I shall read, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Na sronati na patati gitam amrta rubinim hastat tyaktavam mridam prabdam sa naro visam asnute. Vaishnaviya Tantra Sara 71. One who neither recites nor hears the Gita, which is the embodiment of ambrosia, drops nectar from his hand in order to drink poison. Hare Krishna.
What is ambrosia? Ambrosia is the immortality nectar. When the devas and the demons, they were in this, the world was created. And then the Lord said, okay, the world is created, you only need to churn the ocean so that you can get the nectar. And the nectar will give you immortality. So that the devas tried to churn, but they were not strong enough. So they had to get the demons to come and help them. And then they make a deal. Okay, we share the nectar. So then the devas and the demons, they tried to churn the ocean of milk to get the nectar. But then still got problem because there was no rope. So then the Vasuki snake came about. It's a transcendental snake. And then he agreed to be the rope to churn the mortar so that you can get the nectar. You need to churn, like you churn the butter to get ghee. So then there was another problem. The thing will sink. So then the Lord came as Korma avatar, tortoise avatar. And then he was the one on which the churning material was put on, and then the snake was the rope, and they started churning. They started churning. There something went wrong. Poison came out, and the whole thing was poison. And then they said, oh, what to do now? And then the Lord said, call Lord Shiva. And then Lord Shiva was called, please come and help us. And Shiva drank the poison from the ocean. That is why he has a blue streak on his lap, because that is the poison that he drank. Only Lord Shiva can drink poison. Anyone else drink poison, die. Because Shiva is a very exalted personality. So then after that, they got the nectar. Then they got the nectar. So both the demons and the devas wanted to get this nectar. Then they come to a compromise. Okay, demons, you sit one side. Devas sit one side. Then we will split the nectar. But who's going to split? Then Krishna came as Mohini. Very beautiful girl. So beautiful. There is no girl as beautiful as Mohini. And then the Mohini said, okay, I tell you what, why don't you leave it to me? I will decide. The demons you put on one side, the devas put on one side. And she told the devas, don't worry, I will give the demons, devas some nectar and give you all some nectar. Okay, so both of you can become immortal. So then the demons look at the girl and they were very, their heart was very melted. They say, sure, we trust you totally. So anyway, Krishna, when he gave the devas, he gave them nectar. The demon, he gave them something else. Because he don't want to give the demons the nectar. If they become immortal, and the demons, they always create a lot of problems in the world. So he don't want them to be immortal. He wants them to be able to die. Otherwise, too much trouble will come into the material world. So anyway, one demon, Rahu, realized that the Mohini was cheating the demons. So what he do? He go and sit at the end where the devas are. Then he managed to get the nectar, while all the demons got nothing. Then the one of the devas said, hey, this person is not our deva. He looks something else. And then he already drank the nectar. Then he ran away. And then the Sudarshan Chakra came and killed him. And his neck, but because his head already got the nectar, he was immortal. The head was immortal, cannot die. So that's why he is in the astrology, he is a Rahu. So that is a Rahu. So anyway, who wants to take this, don't want to take this immortal nectar, is so foolish if you don't take this Bhagavad Gita. In the end, you are like drinking poison, because material nature is, in the end, poison. It will kill you slowly and surely. Okay? So today, the opulence of the absolute. So what is the meaning of the opulence of the absolute? Anyone can guess? Anyone like to guess?
Is it best of best or something like that?
Okay, yes, best of best, but who is the absolute?
Lord,
Huh?
no idea. Lord Krishna.
Lord Krishna. The opulence means? What does opulence mean?
No, I'm just guessing. Is it best of best or
When it is plenty, opulence is when it's a lot.
Opulence is the
Or spectacular, luxurious,
Richness? Is it the richness?
yes,
yeah, spectacular.
the beauty and opulence is very like of spectacular, correct, of the absolute of Krishna. Okay, this chapter. What is so beautiful about Krishna? Krishna will actually explain about his greatness. Why is he doing that? Is he proud? No, Krishna is very humble. Many instances of his humility was when Sudama came to visit him, he washed his feet. He accepted, and once Duryodhan invited Krishna to his house, and Vidura also invited Krishna to his house. Then he told Duryodhan, I'm so sorry, but Vidura already invited me. So I'm so sorry, I cannot accept your invitation. But actually, Vidura had not invited him yet, but he knows Vidura is going to invite him. Because Krishna can know Vidura is going to invite him. And he don't want to go to Duryodhan's house. Because he says Duryodhan is not a devotee of mine. He has no love for me. I go to his house. I don't have the mood to go to his house. And Vidura, even though he is just minister, advisory minister, not even a proper minister, but still he has so much love for Krishna, and he invited, and then he accepted. And when Krishna went to Vidura's house, the wife was so happy and the husband was so happy that the wife wanted to offer a banana to Krishna. And she peeled the banana. Instead of offering the banana, she go and offer the banana skin to Krishna. And Krishna took it and ate it, and he said, very tasty. Then she realized, oh my Krishna, what I've done offense. Oh, I'm so sorry. He said, no, no, it was very nice. You gave me with devotion. I liked it very much. So in this way, actually, Krishna doesn't need anything, but he just accepts your love, and whatever you offer to him with devotion, he accepts. So even if you make a mistake in your offering, Krishna will take it, because if you have love for it. You may not have make a mistake, but you didn't have love when you're doing the offering. Krishna may not take it. So the key to the thing is your love. You make a mistake in the offering, he will still enjoy his meal. Who would like to read this? Who would like to read on this chapter 10, verse number 1?
I can try, Prabhuji.
Okay. You need help? No need, huh?
Let me try. If I'm wrong, you let me know.
Okay,
Please.
carry on.
Thank you. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Uya Iva Mahabaho Shnu Me Paramam Vacha Yatteham Priyamanaya Vakshyami Hita Kamyaya. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, listen again, O mighty armed Arjuna, because you are my dear friend. For your benefit, I shall speak to you further, giving knowledge that is better than what I have already explained. Thank you. Hare.
So this is actually knowledge which Krishna is going to give. Before we go to this slide, because the next slide is this 10.8. Let's see whether there's any words we can say before. Okay, chapter 10, verse number 4 and 5. Who would like to read that? From the Bhagavad Gita.
Can I try?
Please carry on.
4 to 5, right?
Yes.
Okay. Intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of the senses, control of the mind, happiness and distress, birth, death, fear, fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame, and infamy. All these various qualities of living beings are created by me alone. Thank you.
You can read the next verse also.
Okay, verse 6. The 7 great sages and before them the 4 other great sages and the manus progenitors of mankind come from me, born from my mind, and are populating the various planets descend from them.
Okay, one more. 8.
Text 7.
Yes. Number 7. Read number 7 also.
Number 7. Okay. Okay. Number 7. One who is actually convinced of this and engages in unalloyed devotional service.
Okay, anyway, I'll read that number 7 because her line was breaking and I don't think anyone of us heard it. One who is spiritually convinced of this opulence and mystic power of mind engages in unalloyed devotional service. Of this there is no doubt. So Bhagavan has 6 opulence in full. What are the 6 opulence? We have a little of the opulence of the Lord, a little bit, but Krishna has in full. He is all beautiful. We have a little bit beauty. He has all fame. He's the most famous. We have little fame. He has all the wealth. Everything belongs to him. We will get a little wealth from the Bhagwan. And then he has all strength. You can see he can lift the mountain. A small boy can lift a mountain. Can we lift mountain? Cannot. We can lift maybe something only, but not much. He has all the knowledge. He knows the past, present, future. He knows the Gita. He knows the Upanishads. He knows everything that is happening in this whole universe. We don't have. We have little knowledge. And he has all renunciation. He has no problem about doing anything or not doing anything. He even is willing to be a chariot driver. He no need to be a superstar in the Mahabharata. He is just a chariot driver. Can you believe that? You know, he so renounced he is. I don't know any of us would like to do that, but anyway, he did it. He's just showing by example that you don't have to be proud. You can be humble. There's nothing wrong. Some people will cheat others and they will have a lot of money in their bank. But another person may drive the taxi and he is earning an honest living. Who is better? The person who is driving a taxi is better than the person who has cheated others and is now living in a palace. This is the wrong way because he will have to suffer. He has to pay back. But the person who is being honest, you know, sometimes there is some people they have a business, and then after that the business became bad, so then they have to start. They're driving taxi, earning money, so or Grab or something. There is no shame in it, so long as you do honest living. Okay. Okay. Who would like to read this? There are 4 slokas which are very interesting. 10.8, 10.9, 10.10, and 10.11. We call it the Chatu. Chatu means 4. 4 sloka of the Gita. It's a very famous sloka. Okay, who would like to read this?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, can I try?
Yes.
Aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate idi matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. I am the source of all the spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts.
So if you can memorize this sloka, is nice. I am the source of all spiritual and material world. Everything comes from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. They know I am the greatest. They know I can do anything. I can give anything I want to anybody if I so will it. And they know that everything comes from me. So, and they know that the best thing for us to do is to go back to Krishna and be with him and be his friend, because he's the Supreme Lord. Would you like to be the supposing you are staying in the USA, would you like to be the friend with the president? Of course, because he's the most powerful man in USA. Actually, you can say that he is one of the most powerful men in the world, because US is quite powerful in terms of economy as well as weaponry. So then, but here Krishna is even more powerful, and we have a chance to be friends with him. Any person who doesn't want to be friends with him, I think, I don't know, it's not very good thing to do. Okay, who would like to read this? Who hasn't read yet? Parimala, you want to try?
Can Prabhu, can I follow you for the Sanskrit?
Okay. Machita matgata
Machita matgata
prana bodhayanta parasparam
prana bodhayanta parasparam
kathayasta chamam nityam
katayascha katayastas again.
chamam
So
nityam.
mam nityam
Good. Tusyanti cha ramanti cha.
tusyanti cha ramanti cha.
Yeah, nice.
The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. You see that if you become a pure devotee of the Lord, actually you just be a devotee of the Lord. So if you are a pure devotee, this is even more true. If you are a devotee, it is true.
See, Sarojana,
And
you're taking her. You're taking her.
Hare Krishna.
You are taking her. Diamond again. ஏன் காடியா நான் சொன்னேன் அந்த கார்டுல ஏத்தாதீங்க because it's a letter கீரை நெகப்பட்டுச்சு gone.
Okay. Sorry about that. We must have forgotten. Okay, can you all see? Can see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The thoughts of my pure devotee. If you are a pure devotee, it is 100% true. If you are a devotee, maybe it's how many percent depends how much you are a devotee. So, wherever it is, if you are attracted to Krishna, the thoughts of my pure devotee always think of me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service. They like to do whatever I am asking them to do. They are thinking, they are doing their work without asking for reward. And then they are saying whatever in Bhagavad Gita we are reading or and derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. When they sit for a class like this, or they sit for bhajan, kirtan, where they are singing, and so all this they are they get very they become very happy when they meet devotees and all that. They become very happy, and they are talking about me. They are very happy. We all become very happy when we talk about Bhagavad Gita, Krishna. So, okay, who would like to read this one? Number 10.
Sir, I will try.
Yeah.
Okay. Tesam satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Thank you.
Thank you. So firstly is Krishna says, I am the source. Okay. And my devotees always think of me. And those who always are devoted to me, I give them the understanding by which they can come to me. I help them understand what exactly I'm saying in the Bhagavad Gita and the scriptures so that they can come back to the spiritual world. Okay, how nice Krishna is, right? And the last verse, who would like to read this? Who hasn't read? Come
Hare
on.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu,
Yes,
can you guide?
yes, sure. Are you ready?
Yes.
Tesam evanukam partam
Tesam eva nukam partam
aham ajnana jam tamam
aham ajnana jam tama
nasayami atma bhava
nasayami atma pava
sojana dipen asvata.
sota jana dipena pes basvata.
Thank you. Nice.
To show them special mercy, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. Thank you.
That's why it's called the Chatur Sloka, because it is in sequence. Here we have Krishna says, I am the source of everything, and my devotees always talk about me, and they have great pleasure and in conversing about me. And because they are so devoted to me, I will give them the understanding by which they can come to me. How? By showing them special mercy. I am the super soul in the heart. I dwelling in the hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. If Krishna comes as your super soul and he gives you the light and the knowledge, your ignorance is totally destroyed. And when your ignorance is destroyed, you will become fully committed and fully engaged in the service of the Lord. So in this way, we can understand that this is how things happen. Okay, who would like to read this?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Can I try?
Yes, sure. Need help or you can manage?
Pardon me?
You can manage the Sanskrit on your own?
Yeah, I will try.
Okay, sure. Carry on.
Arjuna Vacha. Param Brahma Param Dhamma Pavitram Parama Bhavan Purusham Saswatam Divyam Adi Devam Ajan Vibhum Ahastvam Rahasya Sarve Devarshir Naradas Tatha Asito Devalo Vyasha Swayam Chaiva Bravisi me. Arjun said, you are the supreme personality of Godhead, the ultimate abode, the purest, the absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn, the greatest. All the great sages, such as Narada, Asita, Devala, and Vyasa, confirmed this truth about you, and now you yourself are declaring it to me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Arjuna said, you are the supreme personality. Now Arjuna understands that Krishna is the supreme. And you are everything. Because Krishna just now what he said? I am the, what Krishna said? I am the source of everything spiritual and material. Everything emanates from me. Then Krishna and Arjuna said, oh yes, you are the supreme God, Lord. You are the purest. You are the absolute truth. You are the destiny for all us, all of us. You are eternal and you are transcendental. You are above the modes of material nature. You are the original, origin from which everything emanates. You are unborn. You were never born. You were just there, the greatest. All the great sages such as Narada, Asista, Devala, Vyasa, all confirm this truth. All these great personalities have said, spiritual personalities have said that Krishna is the supreme personality of God. And now you also are saying that you are the Supreme. So I believe that you are the Supreme Personality of God. Okay, who would like to read this?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Shri Bhagwan Uvacha. Shri Bhagwan Uvacha.
Come on.
Anta te kathayisyami. I couldn't hear.
You say Sri Bhagavan.
Kathayisyami divya.
Yeah, Atma Vibhutaya.
Shri Bhagwan Uvacha.
We can't hear you. Hare Krishna. Okay, someone else can do because I think we lost her.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Nangi here.
Yes, carry on.
Okay. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Hantate Kadayishyami Divya Hi Atma Vibhutaya Pradanyata Kuru Shrestha Nasti Anto Vistarasye Me. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, yes, I will tell you of my splendorous manifestations, but only of those which are prominent. O Arjuna, for my opulence is limitless. Hare Krishna.
So that's why Krishna has all beauty, all fame, all strength, all wealth, all austerity, everything he has. So his opulence is limitless. Even the Sesa Naga, the one that, you know, the Lord Vishnu is lying on the Sesa snake. That's Balaram. And he has 1,000 roots. He is chanting about the glories of the Lord with 1,000 heads and still cannot finish. So I cannot tell you everything, you know, because it's limitless. But anyway, I'll tell you some of that which is very prominent. Okay, so he is telling to Arjuna, I'm going to tell you about the opulence of mind towards it. Okay, so then in the next verses, he says, of the lights, I am the sun. You know, the sun is the most powerful light. Of the stars, I am the moon. In the night, the star is little bit light, but the moonlight is very strong. So among the stars that are giving light, the moon is considered a star also. So I am the moon. Among mountains, I am the Mount Meru. This is the mountain in the Deva planet. Okay, it's a very big mountain. Among immovables in this world, Himalayas, you cannot move the Himalayas. They are so high and so rigid. Among the water bodies, the biggest is the ocean, right? Among the trees, I am the banyan tree. A banyan tree is considered an auspicious tree. Among the rivers, I am Ganga. Ganga is considered the most holy river in the whole of this world. And then among the months, I am Magasira. This is the holy month of Magasira. I'm also not sure. Tomorrow I'll let you know what is Magasira. But if I'm not wrong, it is actually the Damodara month, which is the Deepavali month. But I will check and I'll let you know. I'm not sure. Among the seasons, I'm spring, because after winter, the spring is very sweet. You know, but we don't have spring here and all that. But in the cold countries, after the cold winter, they look forward to spring. And then in the other verses, Krishna says, among all the sages, I am Vyasa. Vyasa is the top sage. Among the great sages, I am Birgu. Bhrigu is the one, Deva. He is the sage of the Deva. Among the sages, among the demigods are Narada Muni. The preaching sage is Narada Muni. Among the priests of the Devas is Brahaspati. And then among the perfected beings is Kalpila. Kalpila actually is an expansion of the Lord. So he came as a person here among perfected. Among the great thinkers is Sukracharya. Sukracharya is considered a very great thinker. And then among the senses, I am the mind, because the mind controls the senses. Among the living entities, I am the super soul in everyone's heart. Among the poetry, I am the Gayatri mantra. Gayatri mantra is the very best poetry mantra. Among the letters, I am A. A is always first. Among the compound words, I am the dual compound. Among the signs, I am the spiritual science. So we say spiritual science is also a science. It's not a sentiment or whatever. It is also a science. And among logicians, I am the conclusive truth. Everyone wants to find out the truth. Among the Sama Veda hymn, you know, the 4 Vedas, the Sama Veda is the top, and the Berhat Sama is the topmost in that hymn, in that what you call Veda. So what basically Krishna is saying, that he is the cream of everything. You know, he's all, because everything, he is full in everything. So whoever is special, he is considered like that, the special. And then among the vibrations, he is the transcendental Om. Among sacrifices, he is chanting of the holy name. So the best sacrifice is to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Among the Vedas, he is the Sama Veda. Is the among the 4 Vedas, Sama Veda. Okay. So here you can see when you chant, you don't use your index finger, you use your thumb and the second finger, right? And you chant. So Bhagavatam is 18 volumes, so anyone interested. And this is also a Bhagavad Gita tip. So I'm going to tell you one nice story about Krishna. How he kidnapped Rukmani. So one day what happened, you see, Krishna is a very, Krishna is a prince, and he went back to Dwarka. And what happened is Rukmani heard about Krishna from somebody, that he is very strong, he's very beautiful, handsome, and all. So she thought to herself, actually, I want to marry Krishna, even though I never seen him, but just by hearing from him, I already fall in love with him. So I want Krishna as my husband. This is my desire. So she went to tell her father, Father, I got to tell you something. Father said, yes, my daughter, because father loves his daughter very much. And Rukmani is a very beautiful girl, very cultured girl, very fine girl. Nothing is wrong with her. You can say like she is the next Sita, you know. So she's like Sita, you know. She's like Lakshmi. So anyway, then the father said, okay. Then the father talked to the son, Rukmi. This is Rukmini. The brother of Rukmini is Rukmi. I would like to, your sister like to marry Krishna. I think it's a very good idea. Rukmi said, no. He said, why? I already promised my daughter, my sister to marry my good friend Sisupala. And then, so I cannot break my promise. You have to honor. So you can see that Rukmi is overpowering the father. Even though the father is not happy, normally the father is the one who decides, right? But in this case, Rukmi is deciding what is happening in the family. Same like Duryodhan is deciding how the father should behave. So in this way, when the son becomes too powerful and pushes his way, sometimes the problem comes. You know, it's because normally the son is not mature yet. So he should take the lessons and wisdom from his father and work with the father. He will be successful. But if he got too much ego, he thinks he's great, the father is useless, then he will just want to run the thing himself. There will be problems. There are many cases of sons taking over the business of the father, and all the money got burned. But a son who talks with the father and consults the father and takes the blessings and takes the wisdom and follows, normally the son will increase the business of his father, the wealth of his father. So anyway, what happened is, he said, okay, so he went to his daughter. He said, I'm so sorry, daughter, but your brother has already promised you to Sisupala, and he is insistent that you marry Sisupala. I got no power, so you just do as he says. And then Rukmini said, Rukmini thought, no, I don't want any Sisupala in my life. I've already given my heart to Krishna. So she wrote a letter to Krishna. He said, oh, my dear Krishna, just by hearing about you, I have fallen in love with you. And I would like you to come and kidnap me and by force and marry me, because my brother is very insistent on marrying Sisupala. And I have no desire to marry Sisupala. If by chance I am forced to marry Sisupala, I will have poison in a bottle of poison. I will take the poison and I would rather die than marry Sisupala. I have no interest in marrying Sisupala. And one more thing, I would like you to kidnap me, and the best time to kidnap me is just before my marriage, and when I will be going to the Katyani temple to take the blessings. Katyani is, if I'm not wrong, Kaliyama, to take the blessings. And after that, I will be the culture is that after that I go to the marriage hall and get married. So that time, not many people are guarding me. I would like you to come and kidnap me. If you do not come to kidnap me, I will have poison. I will take the poison and I will never reach the marriage hall even. So then she wrote this letter and she gave a very trusted Brahmana of hers, servant of hers, and said, can you please send this to Krishna? And then the Brahmana took the letter and he went to meet Krishna and he gave the letter to Krishna. And Krishna read the letter and he said, okay, this girl is my devotee, very strong devotee, and she wants me only. So I will definitely go. So on that day of her marriage, Krishna came, and at the time when she was in the temple, he came with his army and he kidnapped her and put her on the chariot and he rode away. And then behind, Rukmi saw this. He said, what is this? So he took a chariot at his soldiers and he ran after, he chasing Krishna. Krishna was going fast. Anyway, he was going so fast that the soldiers all did not go with Krishna because he was going too fast. And the same thing happened with Rukmi, because Rukmi was chasing so fast that Rukmi's soldiers also was not able to go as fast. And finally, Rukmi catched up with Krishna and they had a fight and he lost. And Krishna was going to kill Rukmi. And Rukmini said, please don't kill him. He's my brother after all, whatever it is, he's still my brother. Please don't kill me. So Krishna said, okay, you know, whatever you want, I will oblige definitely, but I will shave off half his mustache, so that when he goes back to his own place, people know he lost the war. So anyway, Krishna took Rukmini and he married. So this is the first wife of Krishna. So you like the story? How Krishna satisfied the desires of his devotee. She wanted to marry him and she wanted him to kidnap her. So then Krishna obliged and did that and he married. You know, and then I will tell you more stories maybe on Monday about Krishna, because you know Krishna had 16,108 wives. Anyone did not know this? Okay, anyway, you know or not know, all these ladies wanted to marry Krishna. I will tell you all the stories one by one. Today is the first story. Monday, I'll tell you another story, and third day, how he got so many wives. Some people say that he is a playboy, why he has so many wives. But it is not that he wanted to marry so many ladies. The ladies all wanted to marry him, and they were all very good devotees, and Krishna had no choice. He says that, you know, I don't mind giving wealth to people, but you know, when I give bhakti to anyone, what happens is when the person becomes a pure devotee of mine, whatever the devotee wants, I will definitely oblige. That's why Krishna says, I don't. If you become a pure devotee, whatever you want, I will do. You know, so this is a very interesting why Krishna has so many wives. So this is the first wife. Then I will tell you the other stories, the other days. Satyabhama, Jambavati. So idea is he had 8 different ladies. All I will tell you the story on Monday. Okay, today is just a part 1. Then part 2, and I will give you the stories of the other 7 wives he got. So he got 8 principal wives. And part 3, I'll give you how he got married to 16,100 ladies at one go. This is part 3. So Monday, I'll tell you the story of the other 7 wives. Tuesday, I'll tell you about the 16,100. And Wednesday, I tell you, I will explain, not tell you, explain how he keeps all his wives happy. Okay? So let's see. Line is breaking up, not able to hear you. Was some part not able to hear me? Anyway, I'll give the recording. So those who can't hear, maybe you can listen to the recording. So the question is, Krishna said in senses, he is the mind. Earlier chapters, Krishna said that the mind is a friend of the conditioned soul and his enemy as well. If he is the mind, why should he be an enemy? Okay, you know, among the senses, the mind is the one that is controlling the senses. So in that way, Krishna is saying that among senses, he is the mind. He's just giving. So now this question is a little different, I think. Earlier chapter, Krishna said mind is friend. If your intelligence can control the mind and the mind can control the senses, he is your friend. Otherwise, he is your enemy. If it goes the other way around, where the senses can control the mind and force the mind to do what they want, and the mind can force the intelligence to agree to allowing the senses to run wild, then it is your enemy. Okay. Why should he be an enemy? That's why it's is a friend and enemy as well. If he is the mind, why would he be enemy? That way, I'll give you another example. Supposing you are the parent and you have children, you are controlling the children. But how if the children control you totally, control the parents totally? I want this, give me. Otherwise, I will scream. And the parents say, okay, okay, I give you. I want car. Otherwise, I will run away. Okay, okay, I give you car. I want phone. Otherwise, I will not talk to you. So if that happens, what happens is that the child will become a spoiled brat. The child is considered like senses. If you don't control your senses and make them do things correctly, they can overpower the parents and make the parents their puppets. And in the end, what will happen to the children? They will become spoiled brats, right? So in this way, our senses, if you allow the senses control mind and the mind to control intelligence, they will be your enemy that way. Okay, so far, only in chapter 10, we see the combined text 10, 4, and 5, and 10, 11, and 12. No, there are many other, because chapters which has a combined, we have, let's see, 10, 4, and 5. Let's go to 10, 4, and 5. Okay, before I go to you, question, the person who asked me the question, can you, is it okay? The question, the answer is okay, how your mind can be your enemy and can be your friend, Parimala?
Yes, yes, Prabhu. I was thinking, like, of all the senses, he chose the mind because maybe because he knows that that is the one that makes or breaks, that the person, because that's the trickiest bit, the hardest one to conquer. So he chose the mind. So when you are devoted to him, it's easier for you to control the mind.
You have to control your intelligence have to control the mind to control. Actually, it starts from your intelligence. It's not from the mind. The intelligence must control the mind, and then the mind must control the senses.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu.
So how come he has 16,000 wives and Rama only has one wife? Okay, I will explain the story. You wait for Monday, Tuesday, and you will get the answer for this. Okay. Why Krishna has 16,108 wives, not 16,000, 16,108. Okay, then this again, there is a question, Parimala again, Subhaneshu actually. Okay, I'll come to Subhaneshwari's question later, but this question first. Chapter 4.5, 10, 4.5, 4 and 5. Okay. You know why Prabhupada sometimes he combines the two chapters because it's like it's together. These are qualities. So sometimes what happens is, this is called poetry.
Right.
It's a poetry. So in poetry, you must have the style of certain meter and all that. So basically, these two verses will make up the meaning that Krishna is giving.
Okay, understood.
Huh?
Right. Because I noticed all the other texts, they have two lines. I mean, two,
Yeah. Actually, they have 4 lines, but when you see on the board, when you see the Gita, actually it is 4, the first line is break up into 2.
2 parts. Yes.
Yo mam ajam anadim chaveti lokam maheshwaram asamudha samutyesu sarva papati pramuchate is actually 4 lines. It's not 2. But when your Gita is look like 2, but actually it's 4 lines.
I see.
So
Okay.
when you sing, if you have a poetry style, you sing, and you have to sing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Right.
I know it's
Now
a tricky.
yeah.
Which part to break? You know, sometimes it's a bit difficult, but I think they wanted to write this way. Why? You know, so that the book won't become so thick. Otherwise, they take more space. But when you get used to it, you can also, what you do, you know, when you go into YouTube, the chanting slokas, then you just, they put chapter 10, okay, then they will chant, and you just see a book and you can understand how they are chanting. You understand?
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Now I understand.
Okay. I have a question. He uses Arjuna as a tool to destroy the bad people. He actually also uses Duryodhan as a tool. So whatever he did, the Lord did. Why? How he used Duryodhan as a tool? I mean, can you explain how he used Subhaneshwari? How he used Duryodhan as a tool? Okay, he uses Arjuna as a tool to destroy the bad people. Actually, he don't need to use Arjuna, but he's doing it because Arjuna is his friend and he wants to give Arjuna the glory. He can calm himself and take his Sudarshan Chakra and kill all these people. You know? He don't need Arjuna, but he's giving Arjuna the glory. He's giving him the honor. You understand? And the second thing is he don't want he don't want demoniac people to know that he is God. Because why? Demonic people, when they know he is God, they will pretend that they are devotional to him, but in their heart they are full of envy. In a way, he's hiding himself from non-devotional people. Does it answer your question? Subhaneshwari? He used Duryodhan as a tool, so whatever bad things Duryodhan did, the Lord also did. No. Okay. Duryodhan, so why he takes the blame? Duryodhan is actually a demonic person, and he was trying to take over the kingdom, which is not his. So Krishna came. You know, he gave the verse Yadha Yadha Ye Dharmasya. Whenever there's an irreligion, I come down and write everything. So he does a part in making sure Duryodhan lose the war, in dies. You know, Duryodhan, the mother of Duryodhan, Gandhari, told Duryodhan, you know, you're going to face someone who's very powerful. It's very hard to defeat him. So I have done a lot of tapasya, penance. How? Actually, I can see, but because my husband is blind, I choose to be blind. So I got a lot of power from this penance that I have done. So I would like to use this penance now because I am your mother and you are my son. So I would like to protect you. Which mother don't want to protect the son, even if the son is a rascal? Anyway, so what happened is, so then you come to me naked, okay? And then I will do something for you. So then Duryodhan was walking naked, and then he passed by Krishna, and Krishna said, "Hey, Duryodhan, what is this? You are going naked." He said, "I'm going to see my mother because she's going to give me special protection." Okay, but how can you go naked? At least wear something to cover your private parts. Then Duryodhana say, really, yeah? Okay, I think so. You know, he said, how can you go naked in front of mother? So then he wore a cloth. And then he went to see his mother. He said, Mother, I'm here. And then the mother said, okay. Then she opened her, the cloth that is closing her eyes. And then with the eyes, she gave the power to Duryodhana to make him, what you say, invincible, sort of. Then after she did that, she saw, hey, I told you to come naked. Why you have this pants, underwear? He said, because Krishna came and he told me, how can you go naked in front of your mother? You have no shame. Then you know what Gandhari said? Krishna is too clever. Anyway, what can I do? Krishna has done this. So anyway, your private parts are the ones that are not protected, and they are your weakness. Otherwise, your whole body is very strong and you cannot be defeated. So in that way, Krishna makes the Duryodhana a fool, so that Duryodhana will die. He's not using Duryodhana as a tool. He wants to get rid of Duryodhana. Subhaneshwari, is it okay? Huh? Okay, huh? Okay, now I got bad news again. Kalyama is tested positive. And also one more thing is Yadu Priya Mataji's brother be tested positive, and they all have to go for a test. So maybe we can again chant the Nashima prayers for them. And I beg everyone to please chant. We can chant together, and you can open your mic, unmute yourself, and we chant. So you can follow me. Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Prabhu Nityananda,
Prabhu Nityananda,
Krishna Gadadhara, Adi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Okay, we chant Hare Krishna 3 times. All together. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
all of us do together. One more last time. Last one. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Okay, we'll sing the Namaste prayer. If anyone knows, can follow. I will try and get the prayer and message to you also next time. Anything you can always refer. Namaste Narashingaya Pralada
Itu Narasingha Paratu Narasingha Yato Yato
Yami Tato Naisingha.
Narasingha
Naisingha.
Narasingha Narasingha Mati
Madim Sarana.
Sharanam Prapahe Tava Karakamale
Kamalawale Nata.
Advita
Dalita.
Nakasipu Tanu Jaya Shavajita Naraharirupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jagadish Hare Jaya Narsingadev Narsingadev Jaya Narsingadev Jaya
Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj,
Maharaj
Hari Bol, Hari Bol,
Hari Bol
Nrsimha Deva ki Jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai.
Raj
Any
ki
other
Jai.
questions? I read the ones in the chat, but anyone has any other questions? Can
Sorry, Prabhuji, I just have one doubt
yeah.
or question. So I know that Krishna has been giving this his advice, right, to Arjuna. Is this
I can't
it's
hear
the
you.
first time that Krishna actually reveals himself? I know he reveals his Vishwarupam in chapter 11,
Yes.
but is it the first time that he gives a hint that, look, I am the Supreme God?
Yes, that's why actually previously Arjuna has heard about it, but like he was thinking, no lah, maybe not, no, because why? He's saying Krishna is my friend, and then how is it? Then even now also he is also still like he's saying you are the Lord, but he's still not really 100% convinced, and Krishna knows this. That's why in chapter 11 he shows the Vishwarupa. After that, Arjuna said, I'm so sorry, I thought you are like my friend. I have done so much offense. Actually, you are the Supreme Lord. I please beg your forgiveness.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. Any other questions? Anyone? If no, then thank you, everyone. We will meet again on Monday, on chapter 11. Okay. I will send you.
Thank you.
I will send you the
Prabhu.
and this for chapter 11 tomorrow. So y'all can have a look at it. No problem.
Hare Krishna ji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nandere.
Hare